Yo, what up, gamers? We are just a few minutes out from the start of the event. We got ourselves a Duel Links Grand Prix SE single elimination. Hello, everybody. We got pretty good turnout today. I'm happy to see that. Barox, hello. Icy, Mikey, Raspy, Akirik, XG Hunter. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah. I saw that, Con. Looking forward to it. Yeah, this has been a pretty enjoyable weekend for me so far. As I'm sure some of you probably are aware, I've actually started to compete in tournaments again after a long time not doing so, mostly just running them. Still doing that, obviously. But I wanted to make a concerted effort to actually start playing some more. So I've been joining some of Quantum's events recently. And to be fair, those are all, most of those are single elimination. And I'm, that's fine. I have no problem with that. We're obviously doing one today, but I wanted to like really get meaty about it. So, hello, Mango. Took part in the battle phase yesterday. Went in with Starry Night, just on a lark. We were trying the Kaiju build, and expectedly won. Round 1, we played against Goki. Round 2, we played against Goki. Round 3, we played against Goki. You might be noticing a theme here. They were all quite possibly some of the sweatiest matches I've had in basically ever, as you would expect. They were all extremely good players who knew what the heck they were doing. We got to round 4. We played against Miyagi, who, if I'm not mistaken, has won one of our events. Miyagi. Yes, Mr. Gamry. Sorry. I am thinking of the right person. I believe that's who it was. And played Burning Abyss in round 4. And then round 5. So you get to round 5 and you're thinking to yourself, well, I can just like take a break. We're guaranteed top cut, but why not? Let's try and do this. Let's go for the 5-0 record. And what do we face in round 5? Who is our fellow undefeated player? What deck are they playing? War Rocks. Round 5, after sweating through Goki after Goki after Goki, we get to round 5, and at that point, you're just like, well, we've already topped. Doesn't really matter. Let's just have fun. War Rocks. My tournament record literally looks like it should be reversed. Can you still register? I mean, you have like less than a minute to do so. I doubt you're going to be able to make it in time, my friend. 4-1? What are you talking about? We were 5-0, baby. Alrighty. And then I'm sure a lot of people may have seen it, but the top 32 match was against Necrofear and Salamangrate, and quite possibly one of the craziest back and forth matches I have experienced in a very long time. Ah, we're getting the messages. I was not able to upload a deck list. Let's see, you were probably dropped. Let us take a quick look. Yes, we were dropped. Space, my friend, you should not wait till the very last second. X, you were also dropped. I'm in space. Bro, I feel bad. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get things going. Gonna click start. We will have player count just after this, but it's looking pretty good. Was Space playing DDDs? Can I leak the deck list of somebody who wasn't able to join? Alrighty, let us find our first match. Yes, I do not understand how people miss this. This is best of 3. Single elimination, no side deck. Good luck, gamers. Oh my god, Max, why do you keep messaging me? It's real simple. Do not wait till the last literal second to sign up, my friends. Alrighty. Bracket will be updated in just a second, my friend. Hello, Eyes of Blue. Alrighty, let us begin. At the top, we're gonna see a set 2 followed by a pass. At the bottom, CM Schofield summoning the new Imperial Bower. This is gonna be the cards archetype, the Arcana Card Knights. This is going to allow us to tribute, take 2 different monsters from our deck, from amongst Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jack's Knight, and either add them or special summon them. So we will special summon the Queen. We're probably going to add King's Knight to hand. Hello, Whirlwind. Bowower. Make sure that we remember to not special summons King's Knight, as we only get its effect on normal summon. We do so. Normal summoning. This deck list is actually, so people immediately wrote it off just because, like, yo, it's pretty bad. And don't get me wrong, yo, it's pretty bad. But if you play it as like a back rowy deck, kind of like a favorite duel situation, it's not awful. Oh my God, Max, stop messaging me. I will talk to you later, my friend. Going into Excalibur, that's a pretty bold assumption that we're going to be able to have lethal here, but hey, why not? Triple back row, let's go! Baboostin. To be fair, this will force out any activating Gathering of Cards, discarding, whoa, hello! Prismatic Arcana Triumph Joker. We're going to add a copy of Bower to hand. We do be going in. There's an Ice Dragon's Prison. Money defeats money. We're going to be able to we're going to be able to special summon a monster from the graveyard. We're going to choose the Arcana Triumph Joker. Your Prismatic? No, my Prismatic. We will then go ahead and banish both of them. Goodbye. And Jax Knight's going in. Getting in for a clean 1900. We will then pass turn. Bear Bloom, you have 3 minutes to check in. Safadine, you have 3 minutes to check in. We're going to activate our copy of World Legacy Memory, going into our Purple Nightfall. Attempting to activate Purple Nightfall, we're going to go ahead and say another Prismatic, nice. Contributing off our Jax Knight to take out that Purple Nightfall, destroy it, draw a card, nice. We will then summon the Nightmare Corruptor Ibly. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to be able to use your field? And we say quick no to that. Discarding Joker straight. This is a really nice discard to the Karma Cut. At the end of the turn, we will be able to shuffle back in one of our warrior monsters, add it back to our hand. Let's go. DLE Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello, Rye. Thank you so much for joining us, Raiders. Fellow friends, I know most of you. We were given a double dose of single elimination gameplay here today. We got the Duel Links Grand Prix. Think of it as a main phase, but instead of best of one, it is best of three. So you should be familiar. Appreciate you guys stopping by, though. Appreciate you, Rive. We will activate our Imperial Bower. Bow-wower. Let's get a quick shout out to both Whirl and to DLE Yu-Gi-Oh! You know I'm big fans of you guys. Alrighty, getting another Queen's Knight, adding another King's Knight. We got one back row. This is gonna need to be enough. Normal summoning that King's Knight. Hello, Sham. I look like his father. You can't even give me like older brother. It has to be father. Damn, dude. That's cold-blooded. The gang's all here. Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jax Knight. We're going in. Mystical Space Typhoon. What is that set card? Because it don't matter. Taking out Crackdown. Getting in for lethal. We got a full house here. CM Schofield winning game number 1. Alrighty, thank you to Eli, to Dark, Wolf, and MP3 Player. Appreciate you guys being here. Dark, if you could hold that room for me, we will definitely want to watch that. We are going to be doing our very best to watch anything new and spicy. ASAP, hello. Thank you for the kind words. Silency, thank you for that Prime subscription. Appreciate you. If you guys don't know, I do personally fund all of these events. So anything like your subscriptions and sticking around for the ads helps fuel those prize pools. Appreciate you. Do they play Slifer in Poker Nights? Some builds do. Would the poker cards be good if we got Joker's Night? I think either Joker's Night obviously would make it very good. I think Joker's Wild would also be good just because of its ability to be another discard fodder. You could envision running like both Karma Cut and Raigeki Break if you knew you were reliably just going to be getting those cards back over and over and over again. Do we use any app to make the breakdowns? I commission Easy Mick. I don't know if he's in the channel right now. No, he's not. He is one of my emote artists. I pay him to do the breakdowns. Do I still play ranked in stream? No, sorry. Yes, I do, just not very often. Usually once every 1 to 2 weeks. Usually most of my streaming time is devoted to tournaments. Easy did the art for your Winda body pillow. Sub badges when? That is a good point, Mike. I will definitely need to do that. We discard a copy of King's Knight and Arcana Triumph Joker for 2 back row. Alrighty. Hello, Jojo. That is a backwards way of saying I look like Rye's father. Thank you. What is my favorite deck of the moment or all time? Because if it's of the moment, I'm thoroughly enjoying Starry Night. Of all time, I'd have to think about that. Probably Gladiator Beast. Starry Night specifically, the reason that I like it, I don't have any attachment to the archetype. I don't think it's like overwhelmingly good or anything, but it's like one of those like self-contained archetypes that just works in the Duel Links format. And in fact, I think it would probably be even better if they got a couple of their missing cards. Like it would be like insanely good. And I'm not even talking about like the broken trap card, just like some of their other monster cards that they have. Exactly, Happy. Alrighty, only one back row to try and disrupt these plays here, although we did have to commit a fair bit of resources here. We are going to be able to... Ooh, blue sky. We do have a column of 2. I searched 2 here. Do we have any interruption? Is that back row going to be able to stop it? We did hit the expendable die. That was a really good... If this goes through, that's going to be a really good hit with that MST. Oh, unfortunate. Wow. This entire game may have hinged on the fact that we hit that specific back row. Alrighty, going into Mech Knight Morningstar. There is the yellow star. We're going to be able to force out that back row. Crackdown will allow us to get yoinkin'. We know that we still have Red Moon. We're going to take out the Tsukuyomi, set another back row, and we're going to be able to clear this board of everything except the Ibli. Yeah, unfortunate. We really just needed to have been able to use that expendable die. I do not know if there's any one card that can come back here, unfortunately, especially with Ibli on the field. CM Schofield is up a game. Add in the Indigo. We're going to have 2 copies of Purple Nightfall, and that has got to be like literally the biggest needle ceiling of our life. Vikings fan, or, and I assume that's Vikings fan for life. Vikes fan for life. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Going into Nightmare Unicorn. Get discarding. Any vampires? We will know the breakdown in just a few. Currently, Dark is handling that for me. Yep, and that's going to be it. Ties that bind. We don't even need to do this, but why not? Attack 1. Attack 2. Lethal. Game number 2, going to Servi. I believe in you, CM Schofield. Or rather, I believe in your deck. Show us the power of your cards. Alrighty. CM Schofield going to be going first again. I think this is a matchup where you probably want to go second, although it really depends on how much back row we can get here. Activating the Gathering of Cards, we're going to go ahead and discard an Arcana Triumph Joker. Get out of here. Searching for a copy of Imperial Bower. Summon. Hello, Goomba. Thank you so much for joining us today. Summoning out our Queen's Knight, adding a copy of King's Knight, normal summoning a copy of King's Knight, special summoning a copy of Joker's Knight. The whole gang is here. Can we do anything with it? Going into Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is a good way to, especially, can we set another card? All right, we're going to be able to trade that one card in hand for 2 cards from the deck. There you go. 3 back row, easy. Thank you for that, Eli. I definitely want to watch both of those decks. We will start things off by normal summoning Abram. Will the cards be able to survive? Yes, indeed. Check this out. I got some sick swords. Activating Purple Nightfall. Will we bait out an effect here? We gonna do something about it? This is the perfect time. Or do we hold? We held. We're gonna add a copy of a Mech Knight Blue Sky. Is this Joker deck good? Define good. Activating Karma Cut, discarding Queen's Knight. Get out of here, Blue Sky. Nobody likes you. We will set 1, building another column. We will set 2. Oh, nope. We're just setting a whole lot of back row. Okay. We are threatening either of these monsters. Obviously, you're going to go after the Tsukiyomi. Crack down. We're going to go ahead and steal. New deck, not like good. That is one way to look at it. Yes, it is not good. Those traps are really good. Okay, but see, you have to look at it like you look at Favorite Hero. Favorite Hero, those monsters, not necessarily very good, but the deck allows you to take advantage of the back row. Like, if you just throw back row in any deck, it's not always going to work. Having a 1 card or 1 skill starter that lets you flood the field and go into something like Tsukiyomi to get even more back row, you can't discount that. It's not nothing. Is it a great deck? Obviously not, but it is not as bad as we thought it was to begin with, at least in my opinion. Activating World Legacy Secrets, activating World Legacy Memory. This is going to allow us to negate Tsukiyomi effect. We've got no response. That is unfortunate. Did take a use of both of our 2 cards, however. One back row, one card in hand. Anything we can do here? Is this Mech Arcana? No, we crackdowned it easy. What are we thinking? We should have the ability to go into a link play if we want, but because Indigo Eclipse can move, any link will be negated. We're gonna go ahead and set that last back row and go ahead and pass turn. Okay. Indigo Eclipse return into hand. Avram will return to the field. Check this out. Bringing back the Indigo Eclipse. Any responders? Nope, we're just going to go straight to combat. Now any responders? Does limit 1 on Indigo fix this deck? I mean, define fix. Like, you would have to stop playing Indigo, so you would remove that. We're gonna take out Jack's Knight. We're gonna activate Crackdown. We get Yoink Yoinkin'. The question is, like, what are you trying to do? Right. Yeah, we're playing the Galaxy Xyz package just on the opportunity that we were able to steal 2 level 8s. I mean, he does have link plays available here. There's no way he plays a rank 8. He's a deck full of level 4s. In the draw phase, we're going to go ahead and steal back our Purple Nightfall. We're gonna go into Nightmare Phoenix. Discarding 1. Popping the Crackdown. Give me it back. We will then go into Nightmare Unicorn. This won't do anything except it will allow us to beat over the Avram. We are in the most simplified of game states. New deck can win. We'll see about that, my friend. Nightmare Mermaid. Ibly effect. It literally all comes down to what is this last card in hand. Oh my god, do not tell me it is a blue sky. Bro, it's literally a blue sky. This man is a true gamer. Unfortunate. It's only nature running its course, bro. No. Taking out the Nightmare Unicorn. We got the Purple Nightfall. We have Lethal on board. Oh my god, could you imagine if it was Mirror Force? Of course, it's probably like a Karma cut. Show us Mirror Force. Flip it up. Flip it! It's probably a dead Karma cut. Unfortunate. Well done, Sir V. Thank you, CM Schofield, for showing off that deck for us. Appreciate you. Let us go see if we can watch another new box deck. Now, keep in mind, this match is already over, but we're going to watch it just because it is new. I say new box, but newly supported. Alrighty, we got Necromancer at the bottom. We got a Nova at the top. Activating Onomatopoeia. We're going to go ahead and add a copy of Utopic Onomatopoeia and Dododo Dwarf Go Glove to hands. Dododo draw. Getting us 2 more cards. We're going to go ahead and normal summon Onomatopoeia. Go Gloves effect, bringing it back. We're gonna go into Abyss Dweeber and set 1 pass. Okay. That was not as impressive of a turn as I was looking for. Activating Dark Hole. Or Abysstius, sending the Froggy Boy, searching for a copy of Abyss Gund. We are then going to normal summon Deep Sea Diva, as is his birthright, and a Nova will scoop. Well, okay then. Game number 2. Duel. Necromancer will activate Abysstius, sending Abysstius, not ideal. We're gonna get a Gund from hand. We're gonna go ahead and go into Abyss Dweller with the Atlantean Heavy Infantry. Again, not a very strong opener, but enough to cause us to have to just set 1 pass. Farfa in defense mode. Now, if you don't know, Farfa is in this deck explicitly because we do have the ability to go into rank 6s. You can go into Beatrice. You can send the Farfa. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to go into a Malevolent Sin. We're going to get rid of that Abyss Gun, activate Mind of the Plana, Sin get boosting. Gaga Coat, gonna get in for a clean 18. We will then MST the back row. It is a land, so we will Dark Hole, putting us in a top deck situation. I draw nothing, you draw nothing, I draw something. Discarding Gaga Sister, searching for a copy of Gaga Coat and Utopic Onomatopoeia. And Necromancer knows that the game is over at this point. Is Farfa even worth playing? Well, as you can tell, he's playing Igami, so he wants to be able to get to Beatrice, Farfa, perma-banish him, discarding Lance with Onomatopoeia, searching for Gaga Sister and Zubaba Bancho Gaga Coat. We're going to go ahead and summon the Utopic Onomatopoeia, special summon the Sister. Also special summon the Coat. We will use Sister's effect. We're going to go into Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. We're going to go ahead and send Go Glove to the graveyard. We're going to bring it back. We're going to go into Abyss Dweller. And that'll be it. And we'll just Dark Hole. I mean, that was actually not an awful board, except Dark Hole is a card. We're going to go ahead and Diva for the second time. We're going to get Territory of the Sharkin. We're going to go into Abyss Dweller. We're going to activate our... Oh, we already... I was going to say... We tried to activate our Abyss Dweller, but it didn't work because the opponent had already Abyss Dwellered. Yeah, we just got Dark Hold. That third game was actually all right. Thank you for holding that room for me, guys. We have another match to go watch with a newly buffed deck. We're gonna go ahead and watch these replays before we get to the live one. Onomats without Yuma is weird. Well, give Yuma a good skill. Alrighty, G Hunter at the top. We got Bear Bloom at the bottom. Nightmare Corruptor Ibly. We're going to go ahead and start building our columns. Blue Sky, searching for Indigo Eclipse. Hello? Oh, we are Code Talker mechanized, okay. We're going to go into Decode Talker. Activating our skill, Recoded Alive. We're going to go ahead and use both of them to go into Firewall Dragon, right? That is the main benefit of this build. We're going to tribute off for Nightmare Mermaid. Mermaid Effect. Discarding the Vampire Familiar. We're going to normal summon Gozuki, Recoded Alive, bringing back that monster. Or rather going into Encode Talker. Nightmare Phoenix. Get discarding. Taking it out. We're going to Vampire Familiar, searching for Duke. We're going to use both of those for Security Dragon. Firewall Dragon's going to go ahead and bounce. We will then Vampire Retainer. Getting a copy of Takeover. We're going to activate Posthumous Army. We are now all zombies. Purple Nightfall coming back. Vampire Awakening, bringing back the Familiar. Familiar searching for Retainer. Interesting. We're going to activate Takeover, bring in the Kingdom, bringing back the Duke. Duke gets Send In. Vampire Kingdom effect. We're going to go ahead and pop. On pulse, send back to the extra deck. Recoded alive. Bringing back the decode talker. Alrighty. We've wiped the field. What can you do here? Familiar effect. We're going to go ahead and search for another copy of Duke. Retainer effect. Sending a field spell. Searching for a copy of Domain. We're going to use Posthumous Army again. We're all zombies once more. Going into the girl herself, tributing off the opponent's monster. We're going to go ahead and get... we're going to tribute the monster. We're going to resummon the Vampire Duke from the graveyard. We're going to go into Adrius, get poppin', take out the Iblee, and get in for 1600, one back row. We are going to Blue Sky, get searching for 1, 2. We're going to build a column, Purple Nightfall effect, searching for Yellow Star. We will Ice Dragon's Prison. Vampire Sucker effect to draw a card. Alrighty. We didn't even, we're just walling up here. We're going to go ahead and go into a Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn get discarded. It's a crackdown, so that ain't going to matter. Bringing it back. Gozuki effect. Summoning the Samurai Skull. Getting in for 17. And okay. One card. Purple Nightfall coming back. Nightfall effect. Searching for Blue Sky. We just keep going. 300 damage, nothing to search for. Enemy controller, econ take, cheese play, and Bear Bloom will win game number 1. Pretty cool. Let's go into game number 2. Yeah, the skill is every single time that you use it, you lose 1,000 life points. So with vampires, that's incredibly easy to get 1, 2, 3 uses of the skill. All right, Iblee. We're gonna go ahead into Nightmare Mermaid. Oh, I think we're gonna see the combo here. So we're gonna do Nightmare Familiar, adding Retainer. Nope, no, we didn't have the combo, unfortunately. Addition plus Backup Secretary into L phase. L phase plus Microcoder into the Decode Talker. Yes, easy, I can. One moment, guys. Be right back. Yeah, Safedine, you do need to pay attention to the rules. This is a no side deck event. Bear Bloom, if you can hear me, please go back to your start GG. Read it. Bear Bloom, respond. All right, guys, we're gonna have to actually dip out of this one. So, Bear Bloom does have a side deck submitted. This is a no side event. We advertise that multiple times. Was asking for decklist screenshot to verify whether they sided or not, but they have not responded. Literally acknowledge. I don't understand how this is hard, people. We inform them not to start. They acknowledge it by saying, okay. And if I enter their room, I bet they are now dueling. Okay, thankfully they aren't. I was about to get real angry. Well, I've asked a question and they have not responded in over 5 minutes now. So yes. By default, I will be issuing a game loss. Ah, okay. Never mind, they are responding. Sorry about this, guys. Alrighty. Can I get a response easy? Otherwise, I need to move on to a different match. Okay. Okay, we are in luck. We have the deck list screenshot. There were no sided cards. Dodged. In that case, we're going to go watch game 3. Thank you for bearing with us, guys. How did vampires clutch it? We're gonna summon the Wait, did we pass turn 1? G Hunter, what happened? Bro! Not like this. Vampire Sucker into Nightmare Unicorn. Gozuki effect. Banish. Did you just banish my girl? What? Bro. No shot. You just. Okay. Well, that was a scuffed match. Let us go ahead and find another game. Thank you for the help, guys. We will go ahead and find ourselves another match. Yeah, thank you, Easy. Appreciate that. All right. Do we have any other spicy decks for us to partake in? Boom, boom, boom. I'm seeing a lot of Mech Knights. I'm seeing a lot of Goki. Galaxy is spicy. Yeah, for anyone that was curious, we needed to check whether or not the so the vampire player had a side deck submitted, and in the interest of fairness to their opponent, we wanted to make sure that they did not actually side. Alrighty, we got Rookie Barber at the bottom. We got Josh Fishy at the top. We're going to start things off with the summon of Starry Night Rael. We're going to go ahead and summon the Protecting Spirit Logeth. We're going to then also summon a copy, or rather search for a copy of Starry Night Starry Dragon. Set 1 and pass. We got the Spiral Flame Strike. Searching for a copy of Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon. There will be no dark holes here. Thank you. Thank you. What does that card do? So, what does she do right now? Not too terribly much. When you activate a fairy effect, she can special summon herself from your hand. If she's destroyed, you can protect another monster. Her main benefit is... I'm sorry to hear that, CM Schofield. Yes, Virtual Hug sent your way. She can once per turn on your turn, she can banish a face-up card by switching a monster to defense mode. Alrighty, Joe. Wow, we are just flooding the board here. My dude. We're gonna get popping. Oh my god, dude, there's so much here. Malevolent Sin. Mirror Force! Wiping the field, let's go! Woo! Beautiful. Mwah. You gotta respect the back row, my friends. Mirror Force does in fact have an animation, and it is pretty good. I do like it. Just roll back the VOD a couple seconds easy, or a minute. You're good to go, my friend. Alrighty, pen 1, pen 2, pen 3. We're gonna go for the Roach. Alrighty. Really, Balefire effect. Adding a copy of Rael to hand. Wait. Why didn't we add... Ooh. We got the Loget. Now, we could have Balefired for the Starry Night, Starry Dragon if we had wanted. Chose not to. Inari, thank you so much for the continued support, my friend. Hello, 6 months already. Still happy to support the stream and tournaments. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. How are the Grand Prix doing after 1 month? Well, very well, in my opinion. I mean, all of the events have continued to maintain, if not grow, their support. I've actually been maintaining a log of how the events have been doing. And let me go ahead and share that to give you an idea. You guys can tell me, well, I'm missing exactly the player count for today, although I already know that it's going to be fairly high. But there's Duel Links Grand Prix. We've got 2 set back row. Nice. Able to take out the Roach. Now, this is a very good board for Starry Night. All right. So you will see here for each one, that is how many players we had in the regular tournament. We got 86 today. Okay, perfect. Eli, is that after? What about drops? Is that after drops or before? But as you can see, so the Duel Links Grand Prix #1 had 160 people enter. Obviously, the highest one out of all these. That is understandable. You have all the support of people being like, yes, we want these tournaments. The first single player event had 29. Then we dropped down to 126 and 48, or grew to 48. Then we grew number 3. It was a little higher than the previous one, 133. The single player one, or the single elimination one, continued to grow to 64. Number 4 dropped down to 122, 50. It dropped to 58. Number 5, it grew again to 133, maintained at 58. And then the Duel Links Grand Prix #6 was 107, and today's single player event was 81 after drops. Oh, I'm so sorry. MP3 player subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much. Sending me those horrifying demon face images. Perfect. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like, do you consider the time zone? I mean, obviously, the single player one from before was specifically meant to be for Asian time zone. So obviously one that isn't for that time zone is potentially, or obviously has done better. I don't know. A lot of it comes down to when do I have the ability to host these events. As a night shifter, it can be very difficult for me to have really early events that are good for people in certain time zones. But yes, continue to give feedback on when you would like to see things, guys. Oh no. MP3 player, I'm sorry. Sorry guys, it looks like I just lost a mod because I forgot to respond. All right, we're set in one. Okay, we got 2 cards in hand. Logeth on the field, Rael on the field, Josh Fishy activating Necro Valley. That's kind of whatever. While the Starry Night deck does like to make use of its graveyard to some degree, it's not hypercritical, and there is ways to get rid of that. We're going to pend 1, pend 2, pend 3. Main's Necro, yes. Activating Starry Night. We have to respond here, as this would be a Trish 0. Starry Night Dragon effect. We're gonna go ahead and get poppin'. Ooh, that is going to be a lot of damage there. Taking advantage of the fact that we can't be destroyed and going for lethal. Ouch. Unfortunate. Starry Night getting knocked out. Well done, Joshy. Alrighty, let us find another match. Anything spicy? Ooh. Kuro Kodairu made it to round 3 with the Joker or the Arcana Knight deck as well. Unfortunately, we did miss that one. Would have liked to see that. What in God's name is this abomination? Why are there Witchcrafters and Ritual Beast in round 3? I don't think we're gonna watch that unless we have to. Well, you're in luck, Happy, because we are going to go watch a match that happens to have Galaxy Eyes. Does Galaxy Eyes do against vampires? Let us find out. Alrighty, we will start things off with the skill, giving us our Photon Lord, Galaxy Zero. You know how this goes. Bring back the boy. Activating Galaxy Expedition because we always have it. We're going to go into our Photon Lord, set 2 and pass. Enemy controller, Econ take. Forbidden Lance will say no to that. Alright, we're going to activate the Vampire Retainer effect. We're going to go ahead and get negated. We're going to set 2, take one of them out. It is the Vampire Takeover. That wouldn't really do anything. We're just going to go into the Cypher Blade Dragon. We're going to go after that back row. It is a Vampire Awakening. And we can just clear the board. We know that. So we're going to go ahead and scoop it up. Game number 1 going to May Conrique. Game number 2. Thank you for showing your support, Oof. That was, in fact, Galaxy Eyes. I know you're excited. Do all Galaxy players have that wheel icon in their name? Yes, it is a requirement to be part of the Galaxy Eyes Discord. We're going to go ahead and activate Gazuki's effect, sending Retainer, discarding Retainer. We're going to send the Familiar, searching for a copy of Duke, searching for a copy of Awakening, activating Posthumous Army. Going into the Nightmare Phoenix effect into Nightmare Mermaid. Mermaid is going to summon the Ibly. We're going to make the Vampire Sucker Ibly effect go into the opponent's side of the field. We draw a card because a vampire was summoned. MST, we're going to go into Awakening. Now keep in mind, guys, we cannot special summon. And even if you were like, I'm clever, I play a copy of Link Disciple or something like that, you do not have the ability to get rid of Ibly with Link Disciple because she's not cyber. She's actually a zombie. Did you know that? Look at that. Doesn't she look like a zombie? Yes, it has to be exactly Mermaid. And a lot of people don't necessarily do that. And yep, we're going to go ahead and scoop it up. You locked me out of playing the game. I heckin' love Floodgates. She wears black, so it's a zombie. Exactly. I'm glad that you understand, my friend. Ibly was such a dumb card to add. I don't think it's that bad. Most people like have pretty much solved the problem of Ibli. She very rarely is actually an issue. I don't know. He's also brought back from the dead, so I mean, was she brought back from the dead exactly? Security dragon, Ibli effect. Nope. Oh, yep, there's a Link disciple. We needed to spend 500 more life points and we didn't have it. Just double MST, bro. Oh, but we couldn't do anything else. Unfortunately, neither could Bear Bloom. And now we get to play the game and you do not. We're going to go ahead and summon the Photon Dragon, Galaxy Expedition, and the Cypher Dragon. Econ take. But we have the Lance. Bro. Wait, did I miss a raid? Who did I miss? I know you didn't just do that, Speedy. I know you did not just do that. I do not see a raid. Are you lying to me, Speedy God? Okay. Let us go ahead and find another match. Bum, 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 bum. Hello? Is this another? You can't wait for more Galaxy. Hey, you know what? I appreciate the honesty, my friend. You are out here living your best life. You're part of the DLE raid. Are you just like in... Are you lagging IRL, my friend? Do we have the lag emote? Do we have the feels lag, man? Is that heckin' Trickstars versus Onomat? What the? Nope, still hasn't uploaded. Okay. Okay. We gonna work now? Nope, guess not. Okay, triple back row. We're gonna summon the Gaga code. We're gonna bring back, oh my god. We're gonna bring back nothing because we're gonna get Ice Dragons prisoned. We're gonna bolt effect, revenge to bring back the coat once again. Gaga sister effect. We're gonna go into the M7, get boosted M7 effect. We're gonna go ahead and send away the Crimson Heart and then get Mirror Forced. Beautiful. Sister into Gaga, bring back the dwarf. Could we really not make any more plays here? Hello? Trickstar Festival. We're gonna get... Did we think that we could... Did we think that we could book a token. Hello, Naurus. We got several raids, so that's a big part of it. We do appreciate everyone who is sticking around and hanging out, though. Appreciate you guys. It means a lot. We doing all this for you guys. I would like to think that I have done my part to prove to you guys that I care deeply about the competitive community, such as when we get to activate Anamana Para, searching for Gagaga Sister, and Zubaba Boncho, Gagaga Coat, activating Sister, searching for Gagaga Revenge. We will then coat Sister Effect. We're going to go into the Photon Strike Bouncer, set 2 and pat. Bouncer pat. Okay, we will still negate the Candina here. Doesn't really do anything. Corobane Effect. We're going to go ahead and book in response. We will set 2 back row and pass. Licorice is going to go ahead and burn us for 1. We will actually burn for another 200. Life point boost alpha, yes. Sister Effect, searching for Bolt. We will activate the Compulse. Lance will say no to that. Bolt that last back row. It is the Mirror Force. No more PTSD here. We will modulate our levels to 6 going into M7. Let's see if he sends the... Oh, no, we're going to add Coat back to hand. Okay. Makes sense. We clear the board. All right, Gandia. Candina Effect. Bouncer's going to say no once again. All righty, and that will tie things up 1-0. And this will be game number 3. Or sorry, 1-1 rather. And this will be live. Zyzen, were you talking to me? Is that question in reference to me? Or are you talking to someone else in chat? I played Starry Night, made top 16. We went 5-0 in Swiss. Ended up losing in top 16 to Infernoid. The deck doesn't have a great Infernoid matchup, unfortunately. Bouncer, pass, not great. Candina Effect, we're gonna get negated once again. Festival. Into Crimson Heart. 3 effects get some life points. We're going to go ahead and attack. We do have the Corobane. This will allow us to attack over. And Candina Effect. Onomatopoeia. We're going to get bounced. Activating Gagaga Revenge. We get to continue to play the game. Gagaga Bolt. Take out that other back row. Mirror Force will once again not get a chance to do anything. Candina Effect for the second time. Thank you for the kind words, Vikes. Appreciate you. All right. We will have a Trickstar Gamer moving on to the next phase of the single elimination event. How do you get through Galaxy Eyes with Starry Night going second? I played the Kaiju build. So in that situation, it would be draw your Kaiju. Like against Goki, for example, when I would face Goki and they'd make Master Ogre turn 1, like I would just go, here's a Kaiju. How do you draw your Kaiju? I don't know, get lucky. Like, I mean, sometimes you, like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Gokis is a really bad matchup for Starry Nights. You say that, and yet I beat 3 of them in a row. Alrighty. Let us find another match. Undefeated Water Xyz. You love to see it. McKnight. I think not. Oh, God. Are we going to have to watch Ritual Beast at some point? I don't want to have to watch Ritual Beast. Please don't do this to me. Looks like Barox is fighting for his life. Is it DV man? Yes, it is. Yes, indeedy. Barox is currently down a game. Unfortunately, Galaxy has probably a bit of a bad matchup, depending on your back row. Easy. The first art you used in the Shadow Realm, I would love it if you could do that one. I love that art so much. All right, 3 effects. We're going to activate. So what did we actually negate here? We didn't actually negate anything. Okay. Taking out a Needle Ceiling. Needle Ceiling not great in this particular matchup. Gonna go in, protect ourselves with the Trickstar Festival Candina effect. Oh wow, this is actually winnable. Protecting Spirit Logath, get Banishing, and Lethal. Oh wow. Okay, maybe this this matchup isn't quite so bad if you're playing that card. Huh. Very nice. All right, Barox, you're going to be going second once again. Activating the skill, Shuffle Reborn, bringing back the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. He's going to have it. We're going to have it. We're going on a Galaxy expedition together. You can't stop it. You're going to go on that I told you. You can't stop it. Road trip. Photon Lord, double back row, unfortunate. MST, taking out an MST. Candina effect. Candina effect. No? Photon Lord, get searching. Can't we? Will this work the way we think we want it to work? Ah. Licorice effect. Gonna go ahead and bring the Candina back to hand. And that's gonna be, yep, death. You know what happens from here. Full armor. Photon Dragon activating the effect. Detaching. Get popping. We've already got lethal, but will May Conrique be able to stop himself from the BM? He will not. We're going to go ahead and bring back the Photon Lord one more time. Oh, just keep going. Don't stop. Always assume your opponent has an out, even when you have perfect information. We're going to go ahead and proceed further into another Photon Dragon. We're flexing. Attack for lethal. And Barox will be ejected from the tournament. Unlucky. Alrighty. Let us find another match. You know, it's pretty damn impressive that DV Man is already in round 5. This ain't your Grandpappy's Ritual Beast stall. What do we want to watch? What do we want to watch? Are we gonna show up? All right. We had literally seconds before we DQ'd in round 5. Any vampires? Yes, we had at least one. Yes, one vampire. They won. How many games did they win? They won round 1 and then lost 1-2 in round 2 to Galaxy. right, we should have a match in just a moment, guys. My stepsister is stuck in my deck. What do? Quantum, you good? I don't know if I like what's going on in my chat right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Alrighty, we are in round 4. Juan at the bottom, Gandhi at the top. Lady Debug. I do believe this will be the first Salamangreat that we have watched today. We are in fact rocking the Dark Carly Carmine playmat with the name that I cannot pronounce. Let me start. Signer Earthbound. Oh yeah, oh right, Osla Piscu. Okay, that's the easy one. Your favorite card ever, huh? Is it actually your favorite card? Like, unironically? All right, chat. I want you to follow in Oof's footsteps. What is your favorite bad Yu-Gi-Oh card? The card that you love, even though you acknowledge it is garbage. Dark Paladin is not bad. Jerry Bean Soldier is not bad. Psychic Kappa, that's a good one. The Humble Sentry. Five-Headed Dragon, that's a good one. Goddess of Sweet Revenge. I don't think I actually remember that one. Oh, that one. That, yo, Novo, that is in fact a really bad card. I'm asking what your favorite bad card is. Oh, this is such a good bad card. While you control no cards and this is the only card in your hand, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard it, destroy as many cards as possible your opponent controls, then you can special summon one monster from your deck. The ultimate, I have to be losing so bad, and then I might be able to come back. That is a good bad card. Baby Tyragon, that is in fact also a bad card. Elemental Hero Bubble Man, that's a good card. I mean, it's kind of a good bad card, if that makes any sense. Dian Keto. Like, are we talking the Rush Duel version? La 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 legal. Cup of Ace, that is... Okay, Cup of Ace is also a good one. That is definitely... I mean, that's kind of like skirting the edge of good, bad. Waiting for Quantum to come in with Galatea. Wow. Aria the Melodious. But Aria the... Okay. Isn't Aria like the good Melodious card? You can't choose like, oh, the one that makes it so your opponent can't do anything. Like, that's like the one card that justifies that entire bad archetype. Okay. Confirmation we're getting Rush Duel tournaments? No. Oof, I want you to take a picture of your Asclepiscu and post it to the Discord. Nightmare Phoenix, we are co-linked as well. We're going to be able to draw a card here and add a card back. Oh no, we wanted that. Stop destroying. Okay, everybody, you need to stop destroying the Mirror Force. Isn't Sulfur also a music archetype? Yes, it is. On Pulse, get sending. Get out of here. We are incredibly dead. Just not able to keep up with all the advantage. Ningirsu, get sending. Isn't there like one or two good Silph Accords? All right, now even if you have a hand trap, it don't matter because we got lethal. What is everyone's favorite archetype ever? Oh my goodness. That's pretty easy for me. If I had to choose like a, well, it's going to be way easier if I do like a top 3, because I think it changed over time. It is going to be Gladiator Beast, Harpies, and Tri-Brigade. Game number 2. I really wish they would give Gladiator Beast some of their other support. Stop denying us. Your favorite archetype is a TTH. Well, I mean, so you really like trap tricks? Ika24, thank you so much for the follow. Yo, is that a graded 9 out of 10? Ultimate rare Osculapiscu? Double back row. That's kind of scary. Couldn't find a 10. When she's a 9, but in your heart she's a 10. Needle ceiling, get wiping. Handiner effect. If she's not a 10, then she's not a 10 in my heart. Come on, bro. What did we add to hand? We added Trickstar Licorice. Okay. So what's the game plan here? Go to our Crimson Heart anyways? Anyone using Gizmek? Not really. I don't think I've seen anybody try Gizmek out yet. It's neat in all the Gizmeks have been neat in theory, but it's usually much easier to like keep your deck strategy simple. Wait. Bro, did you... I think Gandia really messed up there, bro. We just gave up the ability to draw a card for no reason. Unfortunate. MST in the end phase. No. Oh my god, we actually get it. Okay. All right. Let's hope it's not Mirror Force. Going in for the Balinks. Foul effect. Foul's going to be able to lock down that back row. Send in the circle from hand. This will be your last opportunity to activate. We are now locked down. Circle effect, second one in hand. Must be nice. Bringing back the Jack Jaguar. Sunlight Wolf once again. We can now reincarnation summon if we so desire. Gazelle effect, sending. Or rather, special summoning, then sending. That would really do be one of those archetypes that just has everything. Need to be able to lock down the back row? We got it. Need to be able to reset your power cards? We got it. Need to be able to revive or recycle your extra deck monsters? We got it. Empty Bliss, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Alrighty. We're going to be going for the Ningirsu effect. Most likely. And that will seal the deal. Nothing we can do about it at this point. Ningirsu. Thank you so much for joining us, Empty Bliss. If you are unaware, this is the Duel Links Grand Prix single elimination tournament, number 6. We are currently in the top 16. Where are we? Two, 4, 6. Yes, top 16. Right, sending the field spell. Back row is locked down, so it don't matter what it is. We'd need a Kiteroid at this point. Not even 3 effects can save us. Book of Moon for the BM. And that will be a 2-0 victory from Duan. Well done, and also very rude. Let us find another match. How about a little Goki action? We haven't watched any Goki today. All right, this is game 3 as well. So this will decide who moves on to the next round. What's my opinion of the current meta? I think it is probably one of the more healthy metas we've had in a while, although I would definitely like to see Mech Knights get some small hit. Otherwise, there are a lot of decks that can compete. While we do have some top contenders that are clearly at the top of the metagame, nothing is so truly broken that you just, or at least I would like to think, that is so overwhelmingly broken that you can't have fun. Favorite character slash monster. I mean, this has changed over time. Like, favorite character wise, like, originally I would have said, so I judge characters not just on skills, but on like their character lines, because every once in a while I like to just BM with the character lines. Merrick has some really good character lines. I like Blue Angel's characters lines, specifically the don't you lecture me, I'm gonna keep poking you, her scream, that sort of thing. If you're talking from playability standpoint, my favorite characters are probably Shark, because I think Water Xyz was an amazing deck, or rather is an amazing skill that allowed a very unique deck to exist. I am a big fan of, who else? Yuto, because of his music. Wait a second. How did we? Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention. We Ice Dragon's Prison. Nice. When does the KC Cup start? Early February. Oh, I don't know though. Favorite characters change over time. Like, what do you enjoy playing the most at that moment of time? What are the best skills? I have to actually sit down and think about that one. Can you recover, Damir? Nightmare Phoenix. This will give us the Twist Cobra effect. We have to assume that book was a misclick. He probably meant to set it. Or did we? Was it already set? Okay, never mind. Negating the Goki search. This is a pretty Oh, we already have the rematch though. Okay, we're back in the game. Ish. Going for the Nightmare Mermaid. We are doing this for what purpose? Just so that we can go into our links? Because we couldn't go into a Goki link using the Phoenix. So I think this is strictly for the arrow. There's the ogre. Can we extend further from here, though? Headbat, we can get ourselves to either of the rank 3s or link 3s. Oh, wow. We actually managed to get the lethal. Huh. Okay. Thanks for the raid of the last week. Huh? Did you miss any spice? We had some spice. At this point, there's not a ton of spice left. But there's like a couple less mainstream decks. What do we got here? Is this best of one? No, this is single elimination, one deck, no side, best of 3. Hello, by the way, ASAP. Oh, okay. Alrighty, the timers were not correct on these later rounds. Because of player entry, we had more rounds than expected, so it didn't update these later rounds. All right, we got to message your opponent. Please return to start GG due to moderator error. Rounders were not correct for DQs. All right, there you go, fixed. Whoopsie! Note to self, when you have a larger turnout than normal, fix the timers. All right, missed a couple follows here. Jerry Mouse and Ice King for you. Thank you so much for the follows, my guys. Appreciate you. What am I cooking? I am cooking a new build of Starry Night. That's what I'm cooking. Good afternoon to you as well, Exodia. It is indeed a good afternoon. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and what do we got going on here? We got ourselves a Goki versus Mech Knight matchup. We're going to be activating Expendable Die, targeting the Morning Star. Get pop poppin'. Hi, Grand. Can you say hi to yo bro Mike Ho? He a big fan. Thank you for your time. Well, thank you, yo bro Mike Ho. I'm also a big fan of you, my dude. How you guys doing? Nambiri, Lights Mom, Elmaz, Sham. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We got ourselves an MST, taking out the Legacy. We're going to be able to get in for 2,300, but that is going to be that. One back row. All right, Needex. Surely you can OTK from here. Surely. Goki really do be a real pain in the rear. A little birdie told me you are on the Starry Nights now. Absolutely. Starry Nights best deck. And we're cooking. We're cooking a new build, Elmaz. What happened to Trickstars? Elmaz, you've been following me for how long now? You should know by now that I flutter to and fro from different decks. Yo, what up, pilot? Just add me when it's finals. I fell asleep after the war this morning. Oh, did we have a match against a Japanese team? What league would this be, pilot? We will have a nice looking breakdown a little bit later, but we do have one for you now. Tomorrow, Kenny, not today. You're one day early. Do I own any graded cards? Absolutely not. In today's tournament, we had 81 players, 17 Mech Knight, 12 Goki, 7 Trickstar, 5 Salad, 5 Galaxy, 3 Arcana Knights, 3 Harpy, 3 Infernoid, 3 Mermail Atlantean Water Xyz, 3 Onomat, 2 each of Infernity Code Talker and Rose Dragon, then 1 each of Cubic, DDD, Dark Lord, Destiny Hero, Favorite Duel Hero, Odd Eyes, Phantom Knights, Red Eyes, Ritual Beast, 6 Samurai, Starry Night, Synchron, Vampire, War Rock, and Witchcrafters. It was Latams. Okay, gotcha. Hopefully you guys won and made it worthwhile. And if you lost, my condolences. Hopefully the sleep allowed you to work through the depression. How are Onomats doing? Game number 1 to Needex. How did the Witchcrafter do anyways? I want to see where they lost. I know they lost, but where did they lose? Did I just go to a... Oh my god. So when you're a mod on multiple different tournaments, you got to be careful what you click on. Because I just clicked on the Decade Master Duel one. That is not correct. Go back. Where were we? Brackets. Do. Did they beat Ritual Beast? No. So Witchcrafters won one round and then lost. They beat Infernoid 2-0. How? Oh. Luck and skill? With a smug smile on their face? Alrighty, Sir V. You got a problem with that, Ramon? You don't think Madame Vare can do it? Blue sky, searching for indigo. You know the drill. Discarding Avram. Indigo Eclipse, get moving. We will set 1. We will set 2. Okay. We will simply have double MST. Did we choose correctly? We chose correctly. Hello. Oh, well, it didn't matter. Literally had what I said. Truly a better gamer. Jeez. Come on, show us. You have double Goki. Suprex? Suprex effect? Twist Cobra. Show us. Okay, not as. Almost perfect, not quite. I understand it's still GG. I just wanted it to be like literally the powers that be descended upon from high, handed to him, double MST, Dark Hole, Suprex, Twist Cobra. I would be so pissed if I was that Mech Knight player. I mean, yes, but I think I would also just be like, you know what? Today was not my day. Like, you can rage against the world, but if the world turns its, turns a blind eye to you, well, what are you gonna do, my guy? What do you mean muted? I am not muted. I'm muting you, Slow Glow. We are in game number 3. Winner of this one will be facing Damir in the top 4. Art the Clown Fan, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. If you guys don't know, we do have a Discord. This Discord is used to join all of these free tournaments. If you are interested in potentially joining any of these, you can join. Go check out the channels, see when we have our tournaments. Typically, currently anyways, it is Wednesdays and Thursdays, Thursday being the ultra early Asian friendly one, but these times may switch around depending on attendance and the like. Well, not just attendance, but, you know, trying to accommodate as many people as possible. Alrighty, at the top, Dwan, we saw them earlier. They are Salaman Grating. Down at the bottom, we have Shark, no life point gains, so we might be Water Xyz. If we are Water Xyz, this would be one of the best showings we've seen for them in a while. Always wake up at 6:01 for the single elimination one, then go back to sleep. What's your excuse today, Icy? This was at a perfectly acceptable time on the weekend, and I do not see your name on the attendees anywhere. No excuses. You did not play today. There's no shot. Don't make me look. Oh, you did play. You just lost round 2 versus Mech Knights. Okay. I stand corrected. Alrighty. One back row. We've got the Dweller, gonna be able to turn off any graveyard effects. Circle. We're gonna make our Wolf unaffected by monster effects. I don't think that was gonna be an issue today. How's the tournament? Any interesting decks? Well, I will... yes and no. Here is the total breakdown. We will have a nicer looking graphic later, but... probably the most interesting ones that we watched earlier in the stream were the Arcana Knight deck. Actually didn't look awful. I mean, it's not good, but it's not awful. We watched Starry Night. They did pretty okay. We watched the Vampire. They popped off a little bit. Ritual Beast actually made it really far in the tournament. They were in... where did they lose? They lost in top 8. So the Ritual Beast player started in round 1, defeated Dark Lords, okay, defeated Dark Lords round 1. Hans, what were you doing? They defeated Phantom Knights round 2. They defeated Witchcrafters round 3. They defeated Odd Eyes round 4. And then lost in round 5 against Goki and lost 2-1. So yes, obviously you have your top decks of Mech Knights, Gokis. The unusual one here is going to be the number of Trick Stars. This is a lot more... Well, you're always going to have a top deck. You know, that's always going to happen. Rami, thank you so much for the follow. So the Goki and Mech Knights is to be expected. The number of Trick Stars is a little unusual. People really having fun with that deck, even if it isn't like OP. It is definitely, it can go toe to toe with the meta. A little bit more Galaxy than usual, a little less Salad than usual. The people testing out the Arcana Knights was interesting to see. 3 Harpies, we didn't actually watch any of them, but that's more than usual. Less Infernoids than usual, more Water Xyz than normal. Onomats, obviously, we haven't seen any up until today, so seeing them give it a go was something. They weren't great, but they weren't awful. Like, they were playable. I would like to see that deck further refined, potentially. And then, yeah. Outside of that, you know, just the one-off pet decks. What is Trickstar's win con? They are kind of a mid-range beatdown back row control deck. So I don't know if you've paid any attention to, like, do you go to DLM, look at decks and whatnot, but they are playing a skill called 3 Effects. That is a playmaker skill. The relevant part of the effect is the ability to gain life points equal to a Link monster's Link rating times 1,000. Why is this relevant? Well, you use something like Trickstar Festival to go into Crimson Heart. Crimson Heart is a Link 2. You use 3 effects, gain 2,000 life points. Why is this relevant? Well, Crimson Heart says that you can, yes, for the draw 2 from Crimson Heart, exactly. So the idea is to draw into your back row, play back row, and then win off of your back row, and then your Korobane battle trick, similar to how Melodious, like, I don't know how long you've played the game, but when Melodious was in the meta and would win off of their hand trap, it's very similar for Trickstar. They will win off of Korobane. Well, a mixture of Korobane and back row. But yeah, they're pretty much what I would consider the mid-range deck of Duel Links. If you're familiar with the card game term. You're not really OTKing, but you're not really, like, stalling out either. Doesn't sound nearly as toxic. No, by no means. Excuse me. I do not know if Water Xyz can survive here. We have access to 1 pop, correct? We can go Security Dragon. We can go Ningirsu. Ningirsu effect. This will draw us 1, right? No, it's only World Chalice. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get popping. Goodbye, Ningirsu. Not today. That playmat is the Ginyu Force. Yeah, kinda. Is this lethal? There's Rebellion. Rookie Barber with the 5 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Brother, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Kenpachi God, Wolfgang 33, Cladanoia, Chocolate Sprinkles Royal, and Ratman. All the lucky gifted recipients. Appreciate you. Do we really not have the ability to come back? Unfortunate. So if you guys do not know, everything we earn from these subs, from the ads and whatnot, goes right back into the prize pool for these tournaments. So if you do happen to support, just know that it will go right back to basically you guys, everyone who plays in these events. So I do appreciate you guys when you do that. Alrighty, so let's see. Go ahead and push this. Alrighty, so Nidex is already waiting in the grand finals. We have one more matchup between Dwan and Damir. Butter Beetle, thank you so much for the follow. We are closing in real nicely on the 2K follows. That is super cool. Alrighty, we got one person showing up to the match, just waiting on the other. We got a couple minutes potentially. This is gonna be round, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is round 6. We got the good luck in the chat, but we do not have to have fun. I appreciate that. I do appreciate the luck. but I refuse to have fun. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't play for fun. Alrighty. First rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that you don't read the cards. True. Although that isn't really a rule, because that being a rule would mean that we were reading the rules. We just don't do that. I disagree. You can have fun in YGO. I have no idea what you're talking about, Elmaz. I haven't had fun in 5 years. Actually, Sakadetsu has a good point. One person might have fun, but you definitely don't both have fun. Nah, I'm joking. That's not even true. Might be a dumb question, but I'm new here. How many rounds are there in this tournament? That is not a dumb question at all, my friend. So we host 2 different kinds of tournaments. We do Swiss tournaments, which is typically 5 rounds of Swiss into a top 32, where it then becomes single elimination. This, however, the SE series of our events, which stands for a special edition / single elimination, is, well, it's basically like starting in top 32. So if you were to go all the way in this particular tournament, you would have had round 1, which is where 81 people roughly started, then round 2, then round 3, where it is, so wait, so round 2 is top 64, round 3 is top 32, round 4 is top 16, round 5 is top 8, round 6, which is what we're in right now, is top 4, and then if you make it to the grand finals, you will have played 7 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! The whole tournament from start to finish will be about 3 hours, if not maybe a little bit over. When you participate in a Swiss event, if you go all the way, you're probably looking at more like 6 hours ish. So single elimination is quicker, but you can also be out first round, which is unfortunate. Swiss, however, is a much bigger investment of time, but if you're just looking to get some games of Yu-Gi-Oh in against top tier players, then that would be your go-to. Thankfully, we're really lucky. We're kind of blessed in this community that there are a ton of different online tournament organizations. You have myself and the mod team that works with me. There is the DLE gang, DLE Yu-Gi-Oh! They host events basically every day. You have Quantum Cubes, you have Pilot and the AU Weekly, you have the Light Star Weekly, you have, gosh, there are so many. I was trying to name them all, but I know that I'm going to miss a bunch of them. There's a bunch of Japanese events like the MNC Weekly, you have the Noragami Weekly, you have the Suisen Weekly, you have the G1X. Those are all Japanese events. What else do we have? Ruby League, hosted by Zero TG. I mentioned the AU Weekly. DLM hosts the Meta Weekly. There's the Latam Weekly. There's the Calvos Cup, although are they still doing it? I don't think they've done one in a little bit. So yeah, basically, if you join a bunch of different leagues or a bunch of different tournament discords, you can basically find something happening all the time. Ruby League ended. Unfortunate. They had a hell of a run. 105 tournaments. Yeah, unfortunately, tournament series will sometimes end like that. It really sucks. I do hate when that happens, but obviously not everyone can always keep it up, whether it's because of the amount of support that they were able to achieve, whether it's because of the ability to continue to have prize support for it, etc. Another one that ended recently that I was kind of sad to see go was the which one was it? The JNF. Yeah, the JNF. I think it was the Italian one. They ended around 20 of them. So I definitely hate to see it when a series like that ends, especially when they have a good history. Duel Links Taiwan, yeah, they had a good run as well. You know, it's a big ask of people to continue to keep something going for so long like that. Like, you know, if you've been running something for literal years, you know, maybe your interests change, your ability, like you just start doing other stuff, etc., etc. It happens. The hope, and so far what we've been lucky to have, is that when other organizations do end, usually new ones step up over time to fill the void. So it's not like we are lacking for tournaments, but you know, I don't know. I always get some feels when it comes to that stuff because I am so fond of this community as a whole. I wish everyone who did it could find success. Whatever that success to them is. Like, for example, I'm perfectly happy with how we're doing here. It is basically enough to perpetuate itself. And honestly, that's about what you can hope for. Easy, was there actually a Banana Weekly? Because if you tell me that there wasn't actually a Banana Weekly, I'm going to be incredibly sad. All right, well, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to ban Easy Mick. That's unfortunate, unlucky. Did any Mech Knights decks enter? Actually, Murata, you would be surprised. This is the first tournament this entire like meta game this week, this like last 2 weeks, where not a single Mech Knight entered. It's crazy. Not one. You want to know even more? You know what? You want to know what else is crazy? 17 train players entered. We only had 81 people in the tournament. 17 trains. MP3 player is correct. We have a new standing rule that all Mech Knight players who enter the tournament will receive automatic disqualifications. Not because you did anything wrong, but we just don't want to watch you play. Easy. I told you, I want you to do Evil Ibly. Or, sorry, Evil Lee. Yes. Yes. Lee, the fairy. Is the fairy card from the selection good in Dark Lords? Anyone tested? Hans tried it and got beaten round 1 by Ritual Beast. Octo Stretch, you will not be lethaling me today, boy. Although I don't, can we OTK since we lost to the finishing move? I haven't seen anyone playing Mind Control. Because your limit 3s are best used on reactive cards like Compulse, Ice Dragon's Prison, Crackdown, etc. Mind Control just is not really worth it. If you wanted to use Mind Control, like just play Darkhole is kind of the response. Mind Control shouldn't have been limit 3. I don't know about that. Oh, wait a second. We can Twist Cobra? Is that enough for lethal? $23. That would be 54. Oh my god, I think it's nope, that's not even lethal. And sorry guys, handling an issue. Alrighty. Wow. Winning on the crackback. Well done, Duan. Game number 1. The selection EX thingies, do they go over to the next selection box or no? They do not, if I remember correctly. Why this is round 6? It's another way of, so, Profure, this is another way of saying top 4. When I don't know exactly how many people are in a tournament, it's just easier to do round 1, etc. Well, I apologize for the confusion, Deathroy. It was not my intention. Did Goki's go first? No, Salad did. I seem to be sleepy. What do you mean? I am a little sleepy, but not that sleepy. I'll probably be going to bed in like an hour and a half. Didn't understand why they made Dad to limit 3. Probably feared that it would just replace a card like Chaos Dragon Levianeer in those style of decks. Mr. Streamer, did you cut your hair? Yes, I did about a week ago. Yeah, I don't know why Feels Lagman isn't working. I think we're gonna have to try the other Feels Lagman. Oh my goodness. Goodbye to Goki the Master Ogre. Taking him out with the cross swipe. Twist Cobra effect. MST taking out the circle. All right, can we do it? Can we actually do it now? MST to take out that final back row. Goodbye, Book of Moon. Get out of here. I was worried there. Wasn't sure if we were going to be activating. Oh my god. Jet Ogre effect. Adding Twist Cobra. Is life point boost better than 3FX for Gokis? Probably. Well, it depends. 3FX is a little more high rolly, but the payoff is huge if you pull it off. Life point boost alpha can just give you those edge case scenarios where you can avoid a lethal you would otherwise lose to if you're not able, if your like plays get disrupted. Alrighty, we will be going to game number 3. Fighting tooth and nail here.
Duel.
Sorry about that. We had a full board set from the Goki player. Oh my Jesus. Reinforcements of the army for a Twist Cobra, which we set. We've got 3 back row. Unfortunate. Which is a 3 effect again. You can gain life points equal to the link rating. Wait, is it attack or link rating? Equal to attack, right. So with 3 effects, you can get like, oh, I've got plus 7,000 life points. So if you happen to get disrupted somehow, will Salad be able to OTK here? That is a question. Triple back row. Are they anything important? Can we delete all the XD cats, please? No. I partially pay MP3 player in XD cats. Well, Ice Dragon's Prison is definitely going to help ensure that no OTK is happening here. Set 1. Set 2. Show us double MST. There's MST number 1. Show us MST number 2. Okay. Never mind. Toughest deck I've gone against, like, ever? I mean, that really depends on the meta. Full power, or rather, during the meta when Dark Magician didn't have any hits, you would, like, if Dark Magician went first, like 9 times out of 10, you were just like, all right, guess you win this one. Three-star demotion back in the day. When you would wait, is this lethal? No, because we have Balinks Protect. It wouldn't have been lethal anyways. You'd 3-star demotion into, like, I don't know, Red Eyes Black Dragon, if I remember correctly, and then you'd have like 2 negates on the board, like Champion's Vigilance and some other negate. What's the other negate that you could play at the time? It's like the one that's for like normal. No, not normal. Like, there was another one you could play. But basically, your opponent, you would just like, can I play a monster? And they'd be like, negate. And then you'd be like, okay, cool. Guess I die. Full power Salamangreat when they had their roar was really aggravating. That was not fun to play against. Dark Lord meta, it could be absolutely infuriating to go up against Dark Lords and have your monster effects negated forever. I think people sometimes forget about that. What are some of the old skills that people would like abuse? Old cyber style. All the various old cyber style decks that would use it for the tribute summoning, like Last Gamble Kawakis, Level Dupe Carlords, that's a good one. Sometimes when you'd go against Cyber Dragon, when they went first and like had the trap set, you were just like, get it, just like Dark Magician. You'd be like, guess I die. Nothing I can do here. No mortal can resist. That's a pretty good one. One for each hour it went. Go Cyber Dragon Core! I do feel like we might have used... Oh my god, we've got we played right into the needle ceiling. No! Bro! Rest in peace, Contract Procrastination. I legit miss you. I realized that that skill was kind of busted, but it was also kind of awesome at the same time. Robina, I'm not sure that some of those skills can be revived. We're at a point in the game where, like, if you can have a perfect hand every time, it's just so powerful. They should have an experimental mode in Duel Links where they modify skills consistently. I mean, I'd be down. Let's do it. Congratulations, Damir, winning in a 2-1 victory, ensuring that we are going to have a Goki mirror match finals. I heckin' love Goki. Grand finals. We've almost made it to the end, friends. The deck I love so much, Goki is now giga meta and hated. Don't worry about it, my friend. Eventually people will move on when the next thing comes. And you can go back and continue to play them. And then by that time, I don't know, maybe you'll be able to like Isolde or something. Or some other busted combination. You just gotta wait and believe, my friend. To get my revenge for ignoring my sub, gonna reset the bracket now. Well, thankfully I know who the finalists are, so that won't actually do anything. Novo, could you please not try and provoke Emp? You know MP3 player will do it, right? You realize that, right? Please do not provoke. Bum bum bum. Alrighty, here we go. We've all been waiting. Who can unga harder? All right, Demir, can you keep Need X from Unga-ing you by pre-Unga-ing? Ah, yes. Taking out the Book of Moons, Suprex into Twist Cobra. You love to see it. Okay, bro. Really? Do you gotta flex so damn hard, bro? Red Eyes is not in finals, no. Now, what you are seeing here today is one of the rare species known as the whale. The Giga Kraken. Oh, not prismatic. Poor detected. Not prismatic. Poor detected. I mean, if you're gonna be flexing the deck this hard, my guy, why aren't you flexing all of it that you can? He went bankrupt. What skill is Baccarat using? Life point. They are both on Life Point Boost Alpha. Ah, don't worry about it. There is no need to apologize for that, my friend. We big thonkin'. Nightmare Unicorn activating, sending our prismatic Scorpio. We're gonna add that head bat to hand, get shuffling. Head bat, get sending, ba boosting. Are we, is that a bluff? We got like no delay here. Jet Ogre effect, or rather, excuse me. Headbat effect, Jet Ogre would be later. We're going for it. Oh, there's nothing. Not lethal. Life point boost alpha relevant. Life point boost alpha relevant. Although, I don't know if we can come back from this. Oh, wait. Wait. Hold. Cyberstein, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. mean, I don't know, but like you have like literally one option, right? No coaching, but there's literally one option that gives you a chance. You're going to Rota for a rematch? That's impressive. We can't say nothing. We don't coach round here. Headbat. What? What? So the answer was to go for Rescorpio. What does Rescorpio being level 5 matter, bro? If you control no monsters, or all monsters you control are Goki, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Oh! Here I am lecturing you. And now I am the one with egg on my face. I forgore. We're not scooping. We're still not scooping. Hold. Let's go. Damir is suddenly back in the game. Oh, wait. No. No. Needex's brain. So, we go to the graveyard. Wait. Oh, wait. Could we not attack with the headbat? Oh no, we already attacked with the headbat. Oh my god. Wow. Unfortunate. Didn't draw what we needed. Actually, a lot more, considering how badly things started off for Damir there, actually not a bad attempt at a comeback. That was pretty okay. Very well done. Game number 2. Alrighty, it'll be Needex's turn to start things off, and oh god, thank you for those horrifying images, MP3 player. Suprex effect. Iron Claw coming out. Let's begin the Goki shuffle. We will not wait, McBobX. What do you want us to wait for? Goki Mirror? Yes, indeedy. We are ungaing incredibly hard here today in the grand finals of the Duel Links Grand Prix SE number 6. Headbad effect, ogre effect. Electing to use a Twist Cobra. Interesting. I guess it doesn't matter here. We're going to go ahead and add a rematch back to the hand. Rematch effect. Gonna go ahead and bring back the Rescorpio and the Twist Cobra. And one back row. Show us the MST. That back row is meaningless. Of course. Do we negate? We do not negate. Not today. Oh, shh. Not ideal here today. Damir. Sometimes you just, Damir, had you spent just a little bit more money, tricked out your Goki's full Prisma play sets, I'm just saying, maybe then. I don't think there's anything we can realistically do here. We've already used the headband effect. In the mirror, do you negate Suprex or wait for the rematch? I mean, I would probably wait for the rematch because you don't know if they have, if you negate the Suprex and then they have a headband in hand, your negate was kind of wasted. Is his deck fully Prisma? Let us check his deck list submission. It is about as prismatic as you can make it. Yes. Did not go after the Suprex. All right, well, doesn't matter what that back row is. You dead. Ant. Oh, right, because it was during the damage step. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, we big dead. The power of the Prisma Whale. Nedex will be your grand champion today, battling through 7 rounds to secure victory. Well done to both duelists. Alrighty. Goki tier 1? Are they tier 1? Maybe. They're knocking at the they're tier 2 knocking at the door of tier 1 probably. For sure. I don't know if I'm ready to immediately declare them tier 1, but we're very close. All right, friends, we have reached the end of today's stream. I do appreciate each and every one of you who hung around for this whole thing. Join the Discord for these events if you have not already. Next tournament will be on Wednesday and then Thursday. Hey Gate, appreciate you. We are going to go ahead and raid Quantum. So if you are interested in more tournament action, stick around and shout out the boy. Appreciate you, Barox. We will probably be, I don't know for sure, but there's a good chance I'll do the Meta Weekly tomorrow. So, yep.